Welcome back to yesterday, where today we will fix that phone and find out what the hell's going on with that crazy guy. Alright, so my receiver is over here. With the help of the electrical tape, you attach the phone receiver to the payphone. You immediately hear a dial tone. Despite all the years and damage, the line still works. Now I gotta use the screw. Oops. Oh yeah, that's right. We're using the keyboard. You're still toying with the idea of emulating number tones with the keyboard to make calls. So you pick up the receiver, insert the coin in the slot, and... I have no idea if that was supposed to do or not, but I was doing it anyway.
I'm watching the van, man. It's just that...
Come, Cooper.
But didn't you want me?
You're crazy and armed, you hear me? Be careful.
Come on, Henry. No way I'm falling for that.
The time's come, heretic. Prepare to die.
Hey, now I get to be the big guy. Wait, what's he got? Okay, so this is what? That's the key to the van? Okay. What's
For
that?
Christ's sakes, Cooper, would you stop blubbering? You're a disgrace to the young pioneers. But you know what? That's over. Oh, now he's wetting his pants like a little old lady. Who'd you learn that from? Your sainted mother?
Damn. Okay. Trash can. We use the trash can. You grab the rag that's hanging from the rim. That's actually going to be helpful.
Afraid of the dark, Cooper? Why don't you make a torch? Oh, yeah, now I remembered, because you don't know how! Look, everybody, at the idiot who can't figure out how to make a torch! But no laughing, because it's pathetic! And he's a scumbag. You're a scumbag, aren't you, Cooper? You're pathetic, and you're a scumbag, right? Huh? Mr. Scumbag!
Fuck him. What else we got in the van? Oh, really? What? That's... fuck that. Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. Now we got a bat. So now we'll take this.
What
combine it.
on
What the
God's
fuck?
green earth are you trying to do, Cooper? Make a torch? A torch? And how do you intend to keep the rag from falling off the bat, scumbag? It's not big enough to tie around the end!
Screw you, man. What else we got? Anything else? Nothing. Anything else in here at all? There's no way. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, put it back. There we go. Now do this. Very nice. Now put the gas on. Light the sumbitch. Where are you going? Oh, really?
Playing with fire, Cooper? Are you scared of the dark? Do you want me to change your sheets? Or would you rather I peed in your bed to save you the time, scumbag?
Yeah, I think a pipe in his hands would be pretty good. What about the rope? Can I use the wire? Yeah. Alright. Well, let's move on. Oh, fucker. Open. Oh, seriously? Okay. That is changed.
Cooper, you scumbag! Why did you hit Johnson, huh? He said what about your mother? There's probably some truth in it. And it's about time you learned to think, instead of resorting to violence all the time. You're pathetic, Cooper.
What an asshole. There are bullets in his right pocket. Oops, there were. What's that? No way of fucking bullets? Goddamn. You know, can I take the jacket? If it was black. Moving on. What about this shit? Oh, wow. So we use the pipe again. Beat the fuck out of it.
Goofy! Have you ever heard of a wedge, huh? Even if we had the biggest one in the world, we wouldn't be able to get it into your head. Ain't that right, scumbag?
So you bend the bar to make it into a wedge and hit the ends with a bat. Cool. Whoa. For the run and start, you might be able to jump and grab it. Yeah, that won't support the weight. Yeah, we don't need the rat. Oh shit, a gun. What? Man. A gun would be really helpful. You say it's too far, but that's what this stuff is for. No. No. Whack it. Up, Stop beeping. You annoying little beeper. Oh, yeah, that's right. You gotta click there. Alright, fuck it. Moving on. Actually, yeah, that's... We'll take that. That and that. Now we'll do it. Fucking right. Now we'll take the gun. Not that one. Now we'll take the door. We lay the door across the pipe. Okay. Now let's go shoot motherfuckers. As careful as you can. You stick your head. You stick out your head
After
and
cleansing my soul of lies of the malignant one, I have filled it with discernment and have reached a decision. The heretic Henry White shall be subjected to the judgment of God, and thereby shall be flung into the well of truth. If the rats, those diabolical beings that inhabit it, perceive traces of divine goodness in Henry White's soul, they will rise up against him, tearing into his mortal flesh with their nails and teeth until he bleeds to death. In this case, we will rejoice at having led the soul of a just man to heaven. But if on the contrary, Henry White is as diabolical as they are, they will treat him with respect. In that case, I myself shall, with a single shot, send his abominable, detestable, and repugnant soul to hell. Nevertheless, before flinging him into the well, I shall grant him enough time to ask forgiveness of the High One and prepare his soul in peace. We pray silently for your poor soul, Henry White.
alright. So we shoot this motherfucker?
Oh, souls from paradise, look all of you upon Henry White, the heretic who
Tread on holy ground because he is a scumbag, right, Cooper? Now, what are you gonna do for your friends? Take a piss in the well like a sissy boy? Or are you gonna act like a man for once? Come on, shoot, you guys.
Headshot.
You bastard!
Oh, it's on. Ah. Use the pipe.
Henry? There aren't any rats. They were laughing at us. At Henry White. What are we gonna do with them? Henry, you okay? We're not gonna burn these ones.
This game just got a whole lot better in my mind. Holy crap. This is gonna be cool. How the fuck did you get shot in the head and still be alive? Today.
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to Human Resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see. Tell him to come right in, please.
Mr. White will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
Thank you.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice to you is, if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember what I've done in this life, Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that. How is your mother doing?
She has a slight cold. She seems like a good person. She's been telling me a lot about my life, but I can't seem to remember anything about it. Not a thing.
Give her my best. And let me pick your brains for a moment. What has she told you? You never used to talk about yourself in the old days.
Fuck if I know. Childhood.
What has your mother told you about your childhood?
All there is to tell. Only child, shy, few friends, obedient, athletic. I just wish I could remember.
What do you know about your youth?
I threw myself into my schoolwork. Apparently I'm smart. I have a master's in the history of religion from my mother. She's a worldwide authority on the history of satanic cults. The terrible thing is that I don't remember a single thing I learned in all those years in the university, except what was in the books you sent me in the hospital and what my mother has been telling me.
Do you have a partner?
My mother says I had a girlfriend a long time ago. Suzanne. Now I'm single, it seems.
What has she told you about your likes?
This is strange. She told me that I never liked grapes. But the other day I tried one and it was delicious.
Interesting. To what extent are our likes and dislikes conditioned by our memories? By the way, I love grapes.
So freaking creepy.
Everything all right at the hospital?
Yes, of course. Thank you for taking care of the bill.
I didn't do it. My money did. Sometimes it gets tired of rotting in the bank. Tell me, John, have you managed to remember anything about your past on your own?
No. Well, sometimes I get small flashes of random images, sounds. It's happened 3 times now. Watching a movie, looking at my hand, seeing a bluebird.
Curious, isn't it? Tell me more.
Movie.
What was it you remembered when you were watching that movie?
It took place in Paris. Suddenly, I saw, I don't know, a sort of antique shop. A girl.
What came to mind when you looked at your hand?
Well, it was actually the scar on my hand. The image of a strange person appeared in my mind. Some kind of priest in a church. He was talking about killing someone. Me.
What happened when you looked at this blue bird?
It perched on the windowsill in the hospital. Suddenly I saw myself with a beard and long hair in a blizzard.
Oh, goodness, John. I haven't even offered you a chair. I'm very sorry for what happened, John. Very sorry. I can't help thinking that it's all my doing.
On the contrary, I've come here to thank you.
And to get some answers, I imagine. What do you want to know?
Everything.
I want to know who I am.
I'm not God, John. If you want to solve that mystery, go to a church and pray. I can only resolve human dilemmas.
Why did you send those books on satanic cults to me in the hospital?
To help your mother re-educate you, and with an eye to a matter that we had between us. One that we still have.
What connects me to you?
There's a lot, John. You were working for me when you tried to kill yourself. You got too involved in the investigation. You lost your perspective. Lori has the contract, by the way. Ask for her copy on your way out if you want.
What did my investigation consist of?
I hired you to get information about the Order of the Flesh, a satanic cult from the 15th century, in the hope that this would help us trap a present-day killer. My own investigation wasn't going anywhere.
Interesting.
What had you discovered before hiring me?
The Order of the Flesh was founded in 1463 by an ex-priest named Ginés de Orduña.
What was the Order of the Flesh about?
We know very little. They worshipped the devil and combined alchemy with torture in search of God knows what, until the Inquisition began to persecute them.
Did the Inquisition put a stop to the Order of the Flesh?
In 1498, when it seemed like Cardinal Cisneros, the Grand Inquisitor, had them cornered, they disappeared from the map. They evaporated. No one knows how or to where.
What did I find out?
You started doing some research in the archives at the University of Salamanca in Spain, and you found something curious. A missive from the guard Captain Miguel de Somosierra to Cardinal Cisneros, written on the 31st of August, 1501.
What did the letter say?
He stated that on that very morning his troops had traveled to the temple where they suspected the Order was meeting, that they went in and interrupted a demonic ritual, that they killed all its members without mercy, and that finally they burned the church, reducing it to rubble and the ashes of satanic cadavers.
The letter didn't say anything else?
Yes, the captain congratulated him for the tip that led them to the temple. Literally, he said, "Thankfully, Your Excellency saw the relationship between the Order of the Flesh and the Holy Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. That led us to reveal the evil in an apparently holy church."
What relationship is there between Notre Dame and the Order?
That was the next and final step in your investigation. Paris.
What did I find out in Paris?
I don't know. You disappeared there for 15 days. When you finally called, you were very distressed. You told me that you found something very important and that you couldn't tell me over the telephone. So I flew to Paris.
Why didn't I tell you what I found out?
Because when I arrived at your hotel, you had attempted suicide. You were dying. You had swallowed mercury. Plus, you had cut your hand, drawing the symbol of the Order of the Flesh on your skin. It looked like a Y.
How did you know it was a suicide?
You left a note. Forgive me, Henry, but to get to the bottom of this, first I must die.
Tell me about this killer.
He's been killing hobos for years. First he only burned them, but then his modus operandi evolved.
How did the hobo killer evolve?
He stopped burning his victims and started torturing them using satanic rituals.
Yeah, it's gotta be him. I mean, we just saw that.
What led you to link him to this cult?
At a certain point, he started carving a sort of Y into the bodies of his victims, the symbol of the Order of the Flesh.
Why are you so interested in capturing him?
For a time, I worked as a volunteer in an NGO called the Children of Don Quixote. They help the homeless. Over the years, I stopped working with them because there's something that can help them more than I can. My money. It's been covering all their expenses since my parents died and I took over White Enterprises. I'm not going to allow anyone to keep attacking these people, John. And you're going to help me.
Why did you hire me?
I hired your mother first, John. But after a while, she came to a dead end. I didn't know where to go from there. She said that if anyone could get further, it would be you. Now you know everything, John. Talk to Lori.
Have her give you your tickets.
What tickets?
Ah, did I forget to mention that? You're leaving for Paris this afternoon. That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, Henry. I need to know who I am.
Exactly, John. Your father would be proud of you.
He just went in.
You're sure the suite does not bring back any memories, Monsieur Yesterday?
No, I'm sorry.
Dommage. Well, call me if you need anything at all. Dinner with adult entertainment. You get my drift? Blonde, brunette, bald, black, white, young, oldies, sex pots, fat ladies, dwarves, hussies, spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or filthy. And 10% discount if I get to watch. Okay?
Thank you, Albert. I'll keep it in mind.
While you're getting settled in, you notice something strange in the room. You can't put your finger on it, it's just a strange sensation. But the fucking door's open. Anything looks strange? No. Nope. fucker. You gaze at the drawing. Something comes back to you. There's a freaking safe behind it.
Your secret is safe with me, Monsieur Yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these 2 words, including if it is you.
God, what the fuck's the 2 words? What did you hide in there? You try to force it open by sticking your fingers on the edge, but as one would expect, it does not open. No shit. The hand. It's just a wall. Okay. No, not calling that fucker. Peace and quiet. A werewolf howling at the moon. Just a wall out behind that one. An original sketch by Albin Garo, whatever, from the movie Nafasayo, the Vampire, from 1922. Just a wall. When you look closely at these pictures, the aroma of mercury comes back to you, and you remember you didn't try to kill yourself. Really? That's just... Yeah, we didn't try to kill ourselves. I mean, come on. A letter opener. It's mine. A notebook. A fountain pen. Courtesy of the hotel. And it's mine. The suitcase is full of clothes that your ultra-protective mother packed for you. And books that Henry sent to help you in your investigation. You're so fascinated by the memory in the room triggers... the memories of the room triggers to think about anything else in the suitcase. Let's go on the balcony. A welcome card, champagne, and a whatever edition of Paradise Lost with illustrations by the dude. Suddenly you remember yourself cutting something out of a card, just like this one. You pick it up. The card... It's not an envelope, unless you work for it. Less work for you. But you remember cutting something. A stone is rough. You feel around in vain for some kind of secret mechanism. Control panel for the jacuzzi. Does it work? It works. Relaxing sound of bubbling water. At that moment, you don't care to take a bath. Get out. Okay. Let's go back to this thing. Can we use more? Nope. Alright. Get the... Wait. Oh, no, no. Damn it. Get back there. Can we use that magazine? Magazine, nope. Okay. What is it? Natural soap. We'll take it. Hand cream. We'll take it. Ball cologne. We'll take it. Oh, it smells like Henry, and without knowing exactly why, you don't like it. We'll take it. A clean towel. We'll take it. When those destructive events that come on automatically when you turn the lights on. You try to move the cover of your hand, but it's held in there, replaced with screws. Can we use this? Nope. Alright. Okay, comes over really cold. You don't remember anything else? Okay. See? It's... paper. Didn't think so. Only thing left is the phone. You look under the telephone in case there's a clue, something in place. Nothing. Nope, fucker.
Hello,
Okay.
son. Have you arrived? Have you had dinner? How was the flight? Have you remembered anything?
The trip was oddly uncomfortable. Mr. White had reserved the entire first-class section for me, and I had 2 flight attendants hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to get any reading done. Guess what? On the plane, they offered me grapes for dessert.
And?
I tried them, Mom. They were delicious.
How strange. When you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my face. But I'm glad you finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
It's very strange, Mom.
You stop there. This is your mother. What good would it do to worry her?
I've stopped remembering things since I met Mr. White. On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satanism? I don't know.
Mom, I don't think I tried to kill myself.
What are you saying, son?
You stop yourself. You can't tell your mother that someone tried to kill you.
It might have been an accident. Imagine that I broke a thermometer and that the mercury fell into a glass and then I drank from it without noticing and...
John, you don't have to reassure me. I know that nothing will happen this time. I trust you. You're intelligent and strong.
That's it. You don't even say bye? God damn.
John, how are you doing?
Fine, Mr. White.
Henry. To you, I'm just Henry.
Yes, Henry, pardon me. The hotel is really over the top, Henry. Thank you.
Over the top? You'll never change, John. That's exactly what you said to me the last time.
The front desk clerk is a little odd, don't you think?
I don't remember him. I'll have him fired, all right?
No, don't do that. It's really nothing.
Better. We all have a right to make a living.
When I was in New York, you mentioned my father. Did you ever meet him?
Excuse me, John. What do you have for me, Cooper?
A woman of about 50, passed out, drunk.
In one piece?
Almost.
Take her to the generator room. I want her awake and calm. Call me when she's ready. Excuse me, John. Where were we? Ah, yes. Dementia is a very hard thing. But let's not talk about that, okay?
I'm starting to remember things, Henry.
Congratulations. I knew that this trip would help you. I just knew it.
I didn't try to kill myself, Henry. Someone forced me to swallow the mercury.
What are you saying? I'll send a bodyguard. I'll call Lori. I'm sure we have someone in Paris. Don't leave the hotel. Someone will come for you.
The last time I was in the hotel, I hid something.
Interesting. What could it be? Well, call me if you find it. Remember that anything you turn up, no matter how minor, can help us save lives.
Alright. What's the front desk want?
What do you know about my suicide attempt?
Nothing. Well, that Mr. White found you and he took you to a hospital in some kind of private ambulance. He made sure no one was the wiser. We don't want any scandals here.
Did I have any visitors?
Not a single one, monsieur, yesterday. I'm sorry to say that your behavior was very boring, despite the fact that I dropped the price of my very best girls as much as 20%. Have you had a change of heart?
No, thank you.
25%? 30%?
Who's been in the room since my previous visit?
Only Mr. White, the maid, Matthew from maintenance, and me. But not a single guest. Someone has to clean the room, even if there are no guests, sir. By the way, if you're interested in her, be in the room tomorrow when she comes to clean it. She's new and frisky. Free fun dance on the first visit. I just went to leave a small welcome gift on the terrace a little while ago, monsieur. The maid noticed that the extractor fan in the bathroom was not working, so I sent Matthew to fix it. Mr. White came to the hotel because you called him. He went up to the room, and that was when he found you half dead.
Is this hotel named after Gustave Doré, the artist?
Mais non. It's named after, well, another Doré, who's also an artist in his own way. The funny thing is that he's a great-great-grandson of the original Doré.
I know that you have an envelope for me.
Of course, monsieur, yesterday. But as per your instructions, you have to say 2 words before I can give it to you.
Fuckface.
Dommage. You're not getting any closer.
You tell yourself that it would be stupid to continue giving random passwords. Although you don't know yourself very well, you swear that you would have hidden the password somewhere in the suite. Okay. You're still gonna... Yeah. Alright, well, that's all the time we got for this episode. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and you haven't, subscribe. And until next time, I'm ApexReaper. You all stay positive.